My name is Alyssa, and my proposal for my Imagine Austin project that could be handled at the city level of government is over transportation. If you live in the Austin area and are asked about any possible negative aspects about living here, there is a strong likelihood that the answer might involve Austin's traffic issues. I think there are many things that could be done to regulate this issue, one being monorails. Just like the one in Disneyland in Las Vegas, I think that Austin could benefit greatly by introducing monorails to the city. When identifying potential solutions to Austin's traffic problems, almost all common sense remedies center on increasing public transportation capabilities. While Austin does have a rail system, it is highly restrictive in that it only runs from Leander to downtown. The issue with the current rail system is that it does not address the needs of individuals in over 90% of Austin's outlying suburbs and communities. Austin has seen numerous road and highway expansions in the last 30 to 40 years, and while these projects do relieve some of the congestion once completed, ironically, it is those same projects that create much of the ongoing congestion on our roads. In effect, transportation into, out of, and around Austin is dependent upon ground movement via car, bus, or rail. Based on this, Austinites will continue to experience the same frustrations until a change is made. With that being said, the development of a monorail system whereby public transportation would be above ground is not a new or novel concept. This issue has already been debated extensively, but has been turned down multiple times. From a novice perspective, monorails are extremely cool and would definitely mesh with Austin's vibe. It has been shown that elevated monorails can be less costly than the alternative railing systems, within limits, but generally speaking, monorails are more expensive. Construction at ground level is almost always less expensive to build than anything constructed in the air. Although it's cheaper, light rail requires tearing up the whole road, while monorail requires only installing prefabricated columns every 100 feet apart on top of the road, and columns and beams can be prefabricated off-site and trucked in at night. Businesses will especially appreciate the quicker construction time. Given the cost of monorail construction, a city like Austin would have to rely upon a tax referendum voted upon by the registered voters of Austin, while also somehow incorporating the outlying communities that would also be serviced by the monorail system. This kind of undertaking would cost well into the hundreds of millions of dollars. The construction of monorails would also have to be subsidized by state and federal funds, along with taxpayer dollars. In addition, this kind of construction takes years to complete, and in Austin, this would be yet one more construction project that contributes to the congestion of an already overburdened road in a highly populated city. In speaking to Ms. Marisol Benton of the Austin Transportation Department, the city's efforts to relieve congestion are focused entirely on the completion of current road projects, along with the continued support of Capital Metro infrastructure. Currently, Capital Metro oversees all public transportation, which includes the Metro Rapid and Metro Rail systems. She directed me to Capital Metro, where I was able to speak to Ms. Simone Barnes. When asked about a potential monorail system for the city of Austin, she indicated that while it has been discussed, the concept has never gained much traction. Ms. Barnes directed me to the Capital Metro website, and more specifically to the Project Connect segment of their site. It provides detail on current and upcoming metro projects. There is no mention of a monorail project, nor is there likely to be any mention in the foreseeable future. The primary reason for this is simple. For most cities, entertaining the idea of a monorail system, the expense is viewed significantly outweigh any potential benefit. If it could simply happen with the snap of someone's fingers, everyone would agree to it. But with the high cost, in addition to ongoing city-wide construction, it is hard for people to think of this as a positive proposal for the city of Austin. Even though it's not currently in the works, we never know what will happen in the future. Monorail systems are a viable alternative to every other existing transportation system in most U.S. cities, including Amtrak, Metro commuter trains, high-speed trains, subways, public busing, and freeways. In most cities, monorail systems can be built where others cannot be constructed or operated. The most common modern monorail designs use electrically powered trains with rubber tires, compared to railroad trains with steel wheels running on steel rails. This can make a big difference in residential areas. The reduced sound will prevent noise complaints from local neighbors if built in close proximity to them. By almost every comparative measure, monorail technology, performance, and financial benefits tend to grade better than every other mass transportation mode. However, for a city like Austin, Texas, which is still in what is commonly called the Bible Belt, such a significant change in addition to the city's infrastructure would be difficult to garner the kind of necessary support for implementation. The public would have to support this kind of transportation system, both at the polling booths and with increased taxes. The political sector would have to support it because without institutional and the support from local and state leadership, there would be little chance of a monorail referendum passing. So, is a monorail system a good idea for Austin, Texas? Most people that drive Austin roads would empathetically say yes. However, when presented with the reality of what the process would involve to undertake such a monumental project, they may think otherwise. The construction setbacks may include years and years of construction needed to complete it, and the associated added congestion that it would likely cause during construction. Then those Austinites that said yes might amend their answer to say yes, but maybe not right now. I believe that this proposal could benefit Austin residents in more ways than one. Yes, it is extremely costly, but if the residents of Austin truly have an issue with the traffic, which many do, then they should be more than willing to contribute to the solution dealing with this issue.